Everyone. I just got back from Paris with my family, and I thought I'd do a quick review of the Paris Pass as we used it for 2 days of our trip. Just a quick overview. The cost for the package was €410 for the five of us. This included a $2 charge for picking up the passes at their office in Paris. You should factor in an additional €8 to €15 for either shipping the passes to an address or for bus fare to get to the office. Just one other thing: a ride on the bus or metro costs $8, €8 for a family of five. I realize there are discounts for buying, bulk tickets and so forth, but this is the figure that I figure is easiest to use. Okay, on day one, first stop, we took a bus ride to the Louvre for €8. We then spent the morning at the Louvre for €24. The children at this museum were free, so it was just covering my wife and I. Next, we took a bus ride over to the Orsay Museum, and this is where you encounter your first stumbling block with the Paris Pass. If you have a 2-day pass, most of the museums are closed on either Monday or Tuesday, so we were using it Monday and Tuesday, so we did not get to see the Orsay Museum. We then took a bus ride over to Notre Dame. We went into Notre Dame. Now, the Paris Pass website says it costs $10 per adult. The Notre Dame website says there's no charge to get in, so I'm putting €0 here. After our visit, we walked over to the Sainte-Chapelle Chapel, which is just a couple of blocks away, and that was €20. After a quick lunch, we then took the metro up to the Chocolate Museum, so that was another €8. We visited the Chocolate Museum. I don't know if it's worth it. It's pretty small, and while the admission is free, they do hit you up for a $6 per person chocolate making experience, which is worth it. But overall, I'm not sure if the museum is worth it. We then walked down the street to the Grevin Wax Museum. This was a lot of fun. The kids really enjoyed it. They actually wanted to go back. We didn't have an opportunity to, but it was a good experience. We then took mass transit over to the Eiffel Tower for €8, and that concluded day one of our Paris Pass for a total cost of €208. Now, day two was slightly different. We didn't do as many things. In the morning, we walked over to the big red bus tour stop closest to our hotel. That was €143, and that included the river cruise. The big red bus tour is a lot of fun. You get to see a lot of the highlights of Paris. The downside is it takes a long time. It chews up about 2.5 hours. We were on the bus. We didn't do the full loop. We were on it for most of it. We spent about 2 hours on there. So that pretty much took out our morning. Actually, when we got to the Paris Pass headquarters, we hopped on the other loop, which brings you over to the Montmartre district. You can also see the Moulin Rouge. Just a heads up that area is a red light district, so if you have young children like we do, it's not the best area. We did get to ride the small train for savings of €24. Now, to be honest, they didn't even check our tickets when we got on there, but that's, if they did, it would have saved us €24. We toured the area, and then we rode the funicular down. It's pretty cool. It's, it takes a metro ticket, and it's a short ride. It's maybe 3 minutes. We then took the big red bus back over to the headquarters and made our way over to the river cruise, which is by the Eiffel Tower. That was included in the big red bus ticket. It was an hour-long cruise. Highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. And we then took the metro back to the hotel. So our day two total was €183.10, bringing our grand total to €391. So we just about broke even. Came in a little under what it cost us. But things to consider: the time saved by not having to wait on ticket lines. When you factor that in, I definitely think we came out ahead. Um, there is a maximum dollar value for the pass. They list this on the website, so you cannot go to every single attraction. It'll actually stop functioning after it hits the cap. There are several attractions on the pass that are located um, very far away from kind of the main attractions. Versailles included on this. Uh, there are several chateaus included on this. And it's not feasible to go to those attractions and then do other things on the pass. You're just better off going to those separately. If you're trying to recoup your money, you may find yourself, kind of rushing through things to get to the next attraction.